What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Patreon. It is 1:50 p.m. here on the East Coast in the USA. It is January 4th of 2019. I hope you guys are having a great morning, great afternoon, great night, wherever you may be in the world. Just going to start off here with the traditional markets, seeing an epic rally today. Dow Jones is up over 3.5%. So some news came out. Apparently, the jobs numbers are good right now. And apparently this is a sign that the Federal Reserve will be flexible with interest rate policies. So, there's a little bit of optimism right now. Currently, the price is retesting. I should go to the 4-hour. Currently, the price is obviously retesting those yearly lows. This, green line is where the price is right now, and these are our lowest points on the chart. So we're coming back through, pushing through those yearly lows right now on the Dow Jones. So it's interesting. We had the worst start of any year recently, and then we're seeing this incredible bounce back. So, it's pretty, I think, for a lot of people involved in the stock market right now, it's a pretty frustrating time. Just, plunging, bouncing back. Then one day it's down, and then, like Apple stock is crashing and everything looks so doom and gloom. And then the next day, boom, jobs are good. Federal Reserve talking about possibly being flexible interest rates. I mean, just ridiculous movement here in the traditional markets. So we'll have to see how, just have to sit back and see how that plays out. I mean, retesting the yearly lows, I would expect some resistance to come in here. We did get above our previous resistance points, obviously on the Dow Jones here. So, I would expect, heavy resistance in this area. We are getting a slight rejection right now, but we'll see. Things can change fast. I think this is a bit of a bull fake out right now. I think we are, I think we're still due for a major correction. But you know what? We'll see what happens. So Bitcoin, just trading sideways still, guys. I mean, not too much going on with Bitcoin. Let me just refresh this. Yeah, like I was saying the other day or yesterday, kind of just trading into this formation. It's a little confusing right now with all these lines, but we're just bouncing back into that formation. We could get some more downside before having another, possibly another bounce up, another bounce down, and just trading into this range for a bit. Again, just complete sideways trading here for Bitcoin. Just trading into that formation there, right? So again, the volume is low, still not much of an increase. We're seeing some sellers step in now. Personally, I do not think there's any time left for this Head and Shoulders to play out. The only thing I could really, the only thing that could really happen is, a really nice shift, a really nice, we'll see like, a price pump like this, right? Happening here, and just getting this gap closed nice and quick. That's the only way I see this inverse Head and Shoulders playing out anytime soon. It has to happen fast, and it has to happen almost like now. Otherwise, I think it's completely invalid, and this volume is not looking so great. The whole Proof of Keys event didn't have much effect on the market. Market just kind of continued to play out like normal, I think. I mean, it seems nothing much has changed. So, guys, on the front of Bitcoin, in terms of its price, not much going on here. I did get a lot of questions from you guys yesterday. So Lewis. Actually, I'm not going to read your guys' names. I just read one. Doesn't really matter. One of the patrons was asking, I know that this channel is about, technical analysis for Bitcoin, long-term investing, but I'm exploring, this person's saying, I'm exploring the idea of mining with Antminer Z9. Do you have any thoughts on this regard? So, guys, a bit of a story time for you right now. Let me just make sure I'm still recording. Yep. So, a bit of a story time for you guys right now. I was actually involved in a mining operation in 2017. I wasn't involved for that long, but I do have some experience to share with that. So there was an operation, it wasn't like a big time mining operation. It was a pretty small time mining operation, but they had some stuff going, and they basically hired me as an analyst, as like a market analyst, to keep track of where I think the market's going and whatnot. So. And right now, they're not in operation anymore. They completely failed, and I'll explain why. So you got to be really careful when it comes to, if you're going to get into mining to any substantial degree, you have to be really careful. These people that were starting this mining operation, they were scaling into their operation, meaning that they were buying more and more hardware as the market was going up and up and up and up and up. This operation that I was a part of, I wasn't a part of the actual mining operation, but I was there and I saw it. I was a market analyst for this operation. I'm not going to say which one it was. I'm not going to name any names. It's really not even worth it. They weren't huge. They weren't like a huge operation, but they were decently substantial. Um, and they were scaling into their operation as the market was going up. And as you guys know, I was, in this area, I was making YouTube videos basically saying I think the market can, come down to like $2,500 from here. And I was basically giving them my prediction saying, guys, like we've had a nice run here. I think it's a really bad idea for you guys to be scaling your operation, making it bigger and bigger and bigger as the market's going up and up and up, right? This operation, these people they were very ignorant. They didn't understand market cycles. They thought that they were invincible, guys. They thought they were invincible, right? The market was just going up, and they just thought they were just going to become rich, and crypto was going to be the next greatest thing in the world, and they were set, right? They had no foresight about anything, right? So they hired me to be a market analyst, and they didn't listen to what I was saying at all, right? They were just like, oh yeah, I mean, they just kind of put me on the back burner, and they were like, yeah, we'll see if he's right. We'll see. And I was warning them that they shouldn't be scaling into their operation as the market's going up, right? And when the prices dropped, they had to shut down their operations as the prices were dropping, right? And then they started their operation back up, and they were at a loss here. But they thought, okay, this is the bottom. And I was telling them that it's probably not the bottom, and they were like, yeah, whatever. They ignored me. And they're mining their way through the market here, spending ridiculous amounts of money on, buying equipment and mining at full capacity. And then the market dropped 50%. And now they're out of business, done. See ya, right? So the lesson that I want you guys to learn here is if you are going to get into mining, scale into your operation during the bear market, right? You got to scale into your operation as the prices are going down and leveling out, right? And then you have a nice thing going for you here. Don't scale into the market as the price is going up, because you're going to be spending so much money getting your hardware, your operation going, that by the time you're all set, the prices are just falling again, and then you're mining at a loss, and then you're screwed. So guys, if you are going to get into mining to any significant amount, starting to scale in slowly now and getting your equipment set during this bear market, you want to do it during the bear market, right? You want to scale into your operation during the bear market so that you can be prepared for the bull market. You don't want to scale in during the price pump and then get wrecked, right? So this operation that I was an analyst for, they ignored what I said. They didn't believe that the market could drop, and they continued to mine at a loss during this whole area here, and then they got screwed, right? So they're screwed. It was just incredible that they hired me as an analyst and just didn't listen to what I said. But you know what? It wasn't my problem. I had nothing to do with the actual operation. I was just there to tell them what I thought about the market, and they didn't listen, and now they're screwed. So, if you want to get into mining, guys, scale in during the bear market, during the lower prices. Now, there is absolutely, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but there's also, there's no guarantees here that Bitcoin is going to survive, right? There's no guarantees. You could scale into your operation and Bitcoin just continues to drop in price forever, and then you lose all your money, right? You have to at least consider that possibility. We all have to consider that possibility. You have to. It's always a possibility, right? So, never invest more than you can lose. But if you are going to start a mining operation, I would start it during the bear market. Not advice, not financial advice. So next question here. Guys, I'm just gonna do questions today because there's not too much going on right now with Bitcoin. Someone says, is there something to look for specifically that would invalidate inverse head and shoulders. My response, I already responded, was nothing super specific. But if we can't create a higher high within the next 1 to 2 days, I think it's pretty much invalid. We need to round off that right shoulder to get to higher levels. And I was just, in the beginning of the video, I was talking about that if this was going to happen, we pretty much need to see a nice pump really quickly, right, to round off that right shoulder. Otherwise, this is becoming very invalid here. Next question here. The same person was saying the Dow is down again. Precious metals up, glad I was buying. Yeah, I mean, if you're buying precious metals right now, I'm assuming that maybe they're down today, right? But we'll see, right? I mean, it's just the market's just playing around in this area, right? Nothing really substantial is going on. We're just coming back up to retest this resistance now. I personally still believe that we are due for a major correction in this market, right? Today, a little bit of optimism today. That's just today though, right? That can change tomorrow, right? Yesterday we had major downward price action. It was looking terrible, and today it went up, right? Things can change really fast. I still believe we got a lot more downside to go in this market. But that is just my analysis. I'm not an expert, right? In general, I'm not an expert. So, you got to make your own decisions, right? I just have a lot of experience, guys. Somebody said, I would like to make extra money. Any recommendations? Well, I already responded to this person. Guys, there's no way, if there was a way for me to just be like, oh yeah, sure, here, make some extra money. This is how you do it. Like, don't you think I would be doing that all day long, right? It's not, the response that I gave this person, I'm not, there's nothing wrong with this question, right? This person even said, I'm kind of new to all of this. So it's okay. That question it's not a bad question. My response to that was, it's not easy to just, quote, make extra money. People spend their entire lives learning how to day trade for extra money, and 90% of them still fail in the long run. You say that you're new to this, which means that you should not be trying to get quick extra money out of the market, and it's not something you should be trying to do. The more often your money, so this is the key part to my response there. The more often that your money is going in and out of the market, the more likely you are to take losses. Right? That's from my experience, that is the truth, is that the more often your money is going in and out of the market, there's more chance that you're going to take a loss, right? Rather than, the strategy that I'm taking, where I'm scaling into the market, averaging in, dollar cost averaging in, and just like leaving my orders in there, not sitting there going in and out, in and out, in and out, right? My orders might be negative for a certain period of time, but I'm less likely to take a loss in the long run because I'm not just going in and out of the market and taking a different risk every single day, right? I'm not taking one risk, I'm not setting myself for different positions of risk every day. I'm taking one risk, and that is Bitcoin long term. I'm taking one risk in this strategy, and that is Bitcoin long term, right? I'm not taking daily risks, day trading, right? So there's no quick way to just make money unless you're a good day trader. So I hope that makes sense to you guys there. And I was kind of saying, the best thing you can do right now to make extra money is make the extra money outside of the crypto market or the markets, and then use that extra cash to invest long term. But this is not financial advice, guys. Also, a lot of people then came in at the end and started asking me about altcoins. Guys, I don't want to offend anyone here. I don't want to offend anyone, but most of the altcoins you guys listed there in the comment section, I personally would consider them, there's a couple that might not be, but they're mostly S coins, guys. They're mostly shit coins, right? There's a few in there that might have potential, right? But, I don't want to just say that they're all shit coins, because they might not be. I don't want to be that guy that's just like, oh, they're all shit coins. But like, guys, I can't do an analysis on the altcoins, because here, look, let's check this out. Ready? So one of the coins mentioned was Monero, which could have a great use case. Right? Here's Monero. Here's Monero's chart. Here's Bitcoin's chart. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Monero, Bitcoin, Monero, Bitcoin, Monero, Bitcoin. It's the same thing, guys. Why would I do an analysis on this when it looks like this? No difference. It's following Bitcoin. Check out EOS. Boom, 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 boom. EOS. Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little bit more volatile, but look, it's doing the same thing in the end. It's really the same thing. Here, let me actually move this over so you can see it properly. Wait, where's the year here? 2018's here. So yeah, look, guys, right? I mean, you know, it had a harsh sell-off here, but a nice bounce back on the, you know, the late April, early May bounce back, right? Bitcoin had a nice bounce back here, and the EOS had a nice bounce back here, right? But it's generally, guys, like here's Monero, here's, you know, I could pull up XLM, I could pull up, you know, all these coins, and it would be the same thing. I could pull up Neo, and it would be the same thing, guys, right? There's no point in doing an analysis on something that looks exactly the same. They all look the same, guys. Bitcoin is the king, right? There's no, if you find somebody on YouTube who's doing a who's doing an analysis on an altcoin and acts like it's different than Bitcoin, they're just pulling your leg. They're just, you know, they're not doing an analysis on an altcoin. For the most part, there are a few exceptions, is like doing a Bitcoin analysis. But anyway, guys, I can't focus on altcoins. I'm not going to. There's no point. They all look the same. They're all looking the same, guys. Look at this. I mean, it's all the same shit, right? Bitcoin will control the price. Anyway, looking from this weekly perspective, it looks pretty bad. Looks like we're going to get another pullback here in the price for Bitcoin. Let's go to the 3-day. Looks pretty bad, right? Not that much buying going on. This video is getting a little long, isn't it? Daily, looking, you know, not so great either. All the time frames are looking pretty bad. 4-hour looks pretty bad. Not much buying going on here. So I do expect lower prices in this market, guys. All right. I know this video is probably a little long, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have more questions, let me know. I can answer them in the next video. You know, like the post. I want to see that you guys are engaging. I hope I didn't offend anyone today. But I will talk to you all very soon.